Although hoseline advancement may seem basic to some, it is anything but. Whether stretching a long or short line, stretching from the rig or a standpipe, or making up a line for a difficult run, the art of hand line deployment takes forethought and mastering. Only constant pre-planning and practice will ensure a well-run hose line. When discussing lines up to and including the 250-foot Preconnect, consider these a one firefighter pull, and for terminology's sake, the firefighter pulling the line will be the nozzle person, and the other will be the backup firefighter. Communication while responding to the scene is paramount. The unit officer must communicate to the crew all information received via the CAD, as well as the location of the water supply, type of structure, possible setback issues, to which side of the rig the building is located, who will be the nozzle firefighter, and pre-plan any forcible entry needs if responding without a special services unit or alone. Once on scene, both the nozzle and backup firefighter should exit the same side of the engine company together. The nozzle firefighter then should turn and pick up the shoulder load, clearing as much hose from the rack as possible. As the nozzle firefighter approaches the structure, he should attempt to stretch the line the shortest distance from the engine company to the point of entry into the structure. There may be many obstacles to consider, such as car tires, signs, bushes, and trees. General topography should also be considered. Avoid taking the path of least resistance, like a sidewalk or path, as this will often result in a longer stretch. The backup firefighter should exit the fire side of the engine company, as well as pick up the dumped hose and run it out until taut. The backup firefighter then maneuvers the line over any obstacles to ensure that once charged, the line won't get pinched. The nozzle firefighter continues to stretch the line dry as far as safely possible. If you need to mask up, you need a charged line, and vice versa. The backup firefighter continues to move towards the nozzle firefighter while ensuring the line won't kink when charged and playing out the line so that once charged, it will advance nicely without too much work. Often, flaking the line perpendicularly to the building will allow for an easy advancement. The nozzle and first coupling should be placed at the point of entry to further ensure an easy advancement. After the line is charged, the nozzle firefighter should open the nozzle, flushing air and checking the pattern. This is also performed to ensure the nozzle pressure is correct. If necessary, the nozzle firefighter can sweep the floor to remove debris, such as glass or burning material. The nozzle firefighter should hold the hose with the nozzle an arm's length in front of them. This allows the nozzle firefighter to have balance and complete range of motion to attack any fire they encounter. Obstacles inside the structure will also be encountered, such as 90-degree hallway turns and stairwells. One method of advancing hose lines up and down stairwells is using the well. Prior to committing hose into the well, it must be measured to ensure that once charged, the hose line and/or couplings will not get caught in this tight space. Make a fist with a gloved hand and place it in the well. If your fist does not touch either side of the stairs, perform the well raise. This will reduce the amount of hose needed and allow for unimpeded access of the stairwell. If the well hole is too small or the situation does not dictate a well raise, and you advance into the stairwell with a dry line, consider making loops in the hose prior to calling for water. Once charged, the hose line can be stood against the wall, getting it out of the way and allowing for an easier advance into the hallway or room of origin. Once smoke conditions dictate the need to crawl, The nozzle firefighter and unit officer must advance the hose line using one knee down with their other leg stretched in front of them in order to maintain balance and the ability to feel for the floor. The backup firefighter remains at the point of entry, moving enough hose inside to ensure steady advancement, but not so much that they are pushing the nozzle team forward. When adequate hose is inside the structure, the backup firefighter must position at the next obstacle, be it a 90-degree hallway turn, doorway, or staircase, and continue humping hose. The backup firefighter is the unsung hero of this operation, as their actions will result in the success or failure of the stretch. When the crew reaches the seat of the fire, the backup firefighter should position behind the nozzle firefighter and hold the hose, reducing the nozzle reaction felt by the nozzle firefighter while paying attention to conditions above.